Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Hope y'all are having a beautiful new year. One water signs. I just did Scorpio. And Cancer now. Okay, let's go. Jeez. Judging my Scorpio's reading, water signs or at least water signs hopefully are having a good week. Scorpios freaking rocking it. That's it. Okay, at the bottom, the roots of the reed. Death, Hierophant in reverse, and the Six of Cups. Scorpio cards. Okay. So, hang on. Two of Wands starts off the read. Hang on. King of Cups. Woohoo! Queen of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in the upright, which is why your Queen of Swords is probably... Sorry. Weird noises all the way up. It's all good in the head, though. Okay, there's another King of Swords in reverse, but you got the King of Pentacles in the upright. Boom shakalaka. So value structure is okay, but your mental and your heart space is doing good. Again, like I said, like Scorpio had so many freaking ridiculously large amounts of hierarchy in their read. Eight of Swords in reverse. 10 of Swords in the uprights. Okay, you got a lot of energy in this outcome, though. Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Emperor in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Divine couple. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Somebody who speaks your language. Then you have the Chariot in reverse. Then the Eight of Wands and the Five of Wands. In reverse. Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, Cancer, give me a hot second. Hang on, let me get into your lovely little emotional spring. Let me feel what's bubbling up. Take a look at what's feeding you here. Death. So things are composting for you. Okay. So yeah, I did a whole video about getting back to the earth and starting to kind of incorporate more naturistic things in my read. I'm going to have to probably explore the internets for some serious... Oh, somebody commented on my post and he had a really cool channel with all different types of decks. I'm going to have to find a naturistic deck that I can just dive in and like go, okay, so there's your lily of death. And it's also Easter lily, right? People always consider this the Easter lily, the lily of rebirth, okay? And then your Six of Cups. But your Hierophant is in the reverse. You need a new tree, Cancer. That's alright. You find a new tree to sit in to contemplate the world on an esoteric level. Don't forget to take your inner child with you. That's really important. Don't forget. Don't leave the little child in the tree when you're moving trees. This is what this feels like. Death, Six of Cups. You got to figure out your new tree. You got a new tree. You got a new place to assess the situation. Maybe you've leveled up. Look at all this higher up stuff we got going here. We got a lot of higher ups. I feel like you leveled up. Or you're up in the air. Or some uppity ups. Everything's going up in this reading. Some things are coming down. Okay? But mostly everything is up here. And there's wind, there's movement. You do have the Eight of Wands. This is a windy, upward, lifted read. Go, Cancer, go. She's up on the rooftop. This chick's got her tentacles growing in the... Look at that. Ugh. I love this card. I love this card. This is King of Cups. Look at that. Get away. Go Cancer. You're standing in your own dang emotional waters. You're freaking turbulent ocean. You're like, yeah, I got this. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. Queen of Swords is in the upright, but she's up in the air too. Or in the reverse, I'm sorry. But, Scorpio had to deal with that energy too, but that was in the reverse and way, way in the past for them. This feels like... Did you do this to yourself, Cancer? With your Queen of... God, you're doing great with your passion and your emotional stability, but then your mind... I feel like just... Oh, wow. Okay, Five of Swords. But the Queen of Swords is in the... I don't know if this is maybe an outside energy or if you did this to yourself. Cancer pulling up... yeah, typical. Like, fine, I'll wound myself before anybody else gets to come in and do it. Or I do it to somebody else. Because you know your value system here. And the King of Swords in reverse. She's giving you the Eight of Swords. But this to me says freedom. You're flying the coop. It hurts. But you've reached the point of enlightenment. In this card, where are we at? 6 minutes? Heck yeah. Okay, so I would like to do more in-depth reading, but here we are. Okay, so in this card, I know you can't really see it much, but like right there where the shiny thing is, the light reflecting, with my giant flower looking... It's I don't know if you can see it on the card, but like it's a giant, it looks like something that belongs on a giant bungalow. Anyway, but right behind her, over her shoulder here, is the sun. The sun is coming up in this card. Okay, right here. So she, even though she's like, dang it, this really hurts. I got a freaking splitting headache. Everybody's coming in from the outside and trying to pop all my freaking bubbles. My thought. You know how you get like little bubbles, kind of thought bubbles, like in the cartoon area? So like I'm not saying you're a cartoon, but like when you're in your own space and you have your little thought bubbles pop up, it feels like people are coming in and popping them. Now, I don't know if you're just like inviting that or if you're just letting them do that, but it's like they keep popping all of your idea bubbles here. But when that happens, right, when those bubbles get popped, sometimes we start to understand the bubbles that are not going to go away, right? The bubbles that stick around no matter how many times somebody pops them, right? Sometimes we need bubble poppers. I'm not saying go out into the world and squash everything. That's rude. But if you do happen to run into that energy, try to use it on a medicinal level rather than a you're the devil type of mentality. Just see it as a gift. You don't have to engage with it. You don't have to, oh, you hate me, let me give you a hug. No, 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 Cancer. None of this, speaking from personal experience. You hate me. Let me show you who I really am so you don't hate me anymore. We can just be friends. No. If somebody's hell-bent on doing this to you, that's fine. That just might be their medicine. But you don't need to engage. Does that make sense? Okay. Trigger warning. I'm going to have to put a trigger warning on the video. Cancer. You and your beautiful, beautiful, sensitive energy, which I can totally relate to because I'm a fixed water sign. When I'm in my sensitive energy, don't you even look at it sideways. But when we can come across these things and just say, okay, what is this trying to teach me? Why this hurts? Pain is there to draw our attention to it. Pain is there to bring us back into ourselves. Pain is there to come into a better understanding and enlightenment. Hello, sun coming up behind her. So that we can see the situation clearly. so that we ourselves can start to understand what it's really starting to teach us. Now, some people have just been ingrained that they have to use pain to do that. That's not necessarily true, but medicine is medicine is medicine. Okay. Oftentimes when you get bit by a snake, the cure is just a really small dose of the same snake serum that's killing you. Did you know that? Just a little bit of the medicine will negate the symptoms and you'll be fine again. That's why they call it anti-venom. They collect the venom from the snakes to create the anti-venom. It's a really diluted dosage of the venom that's already streaming through your system. Now, if we can look at that from a medicinal point of view and understand that the little pricks hurt, pun intended, but if we just take a moment and freaking rock this out, right? Look at you go, Cancer. Look at you go. You can really start to understand. It will bring about enlightenment. It's not an invitation for you to go over there and be like, sure, you want to be friends? No. Because if someone's telling you, look, I'm going to continue to just, well, okay, thanks. I appreciate whatever the heck it is that I need to learn in the future once I get the F away from you, because it's not safe here, right? Once you understand that, instead of going into the energy and engaging with it, all you need to do is just say, thank you for your lesson, right? You can just move out into the world and keep going and keep doing that and keep saying, okay, I see a bunch of freaking pricks. I get it. I need to come to some sort of moment of enlightenment here to understand that it's really personal. It's really personal. Oftentimes they are either on their own pattern or they have their own wounds or they're not, they're not there to intertwine with you. They're there for a very specific reason of like, if it hurts, it's supposed to heal. So every time somebody comes at you and is like a prick, if it hurts, it's supposed to heal. If it hurts, it's supposed to heal. Just make that your new mantra. If it hurts, it's supposed to heal. If it hurts, it's supposed to heal. Does that make sense? Oh, that makes sense. I'm not telling you to go out into the freaking snake pit. That's not what you need to do. Cancerians, I love you. I need your beautiful, sexy, emotional water here, but like, don't go into every situation going, please, give me a little, No. That's not what I'm saying. When it happens to happen, okay? Because you got a male and a female energy, or king and queen of pentacles. But they are both females here. So it could be a female in like a more masculine role, I want to say, is kind of what it feels like. But I don't know if this is the same person just showing up in different circumstances, or if this is the same energy showing up in different people or circumstances. Do what you need to do with this energy that's showing up here. But it's both of these entities are not in their right, okay? But it's setting you free here into enlightenment. And it's actually helping you grow here. This is your outcome. And then you got the Emperor in reverse. This doesn't say to me that you're stepping into the toxic energy. This is saying you're taking this energy and putting it into the root system of this tree. I see you. I'm going to let you compost and turn it into something more useful, because right now I have no use for your energy. So you're going to bury it, basically. I need to make a tarot deck. You're just going to bury it. You're just going to bury the energy and be like, okay, you do not serve me in my sunlight here. You can go in the depths for processing, and that's in the subconscious. Did you just tell me to put some shit in my subconscious? Yes, darling, but you know what magic lies beneath. You do. You know what magic lies beneath. your ruler, the subconscious, the moon. Why is the moon card the Pisces card? Because it controls the ocean. Gotcha. Okay, I'm with you. But as a planetary, the Cancer is ruled by the moon. God, okay. Sorry. Things to keep you awake at 3 a.m. Sorry. Okay, so there's your divine counterparts. Once you put that down into the soil and you kiss that hierarchy, toxicity, toodles, when you come into your enlightenment and realize it is supposed to feed you. If it's hurt, it's to heal. If it's hurt, it's to heal. If it hurts, it's to heal. Say it with me now, my precious little emotional Cancer, beautiful, glorious spirits. Okay. Once you get to that, ta-da shows up. And then it's on. Boom. Then you're equipped to either connect with the divine counterparts within you, or I do not want to give people relationship advice. No. You decide what you do with that. Okay, now, this is in reverse. This is not in reverse. This is in reverse. Okay. So, you're not moving here. This says to me there's a lot of hot air. Now, I don't know if that's just on your end or if this is between you and your divine counterpart coming at you. And then you've got the 5 of Wands. Why do I say hot air? Science, bitches. Okay. This right here, what does that say to you? How is she going to get going? How is she going to move forward? Hot air rises, darling. Hot air rises. Why I need to have a German accent for that? I'm not sure. Okay. So when you can understand that, like, whatever's, like, something, like I said, there's rising energy here. But, like, either your beloved is not moving towards you, you don't want to merge with your divine counterpart within, maybe. You don't want to merge with that because you don't know how to play that. It's not a game, Cancer. Any union is not to be looked at as a game. I know we like to do that as a society, but see what happens, Larry? See what happens when you treat it like a game? You're trying to learn a lesson here. So learn your lesson. Do you see what happens, Larry? Larry. I don't know why. Maybe your divine counterpart has a Larry in their name. I don't know. But remembering that there's a lesson to be, and maybe that's why you don't want to move forward, because like every other freaking divine counterpart I've had, I hear you, freaking A. I'd be slamming on the brakes too. I don't blame you there, but try to come together within yourself with these energies rather than approaching on the outside for now, because you got a few things to assimilate. Like get in your tree, darling. Find a new home for your sacred place. There's a few things that just are kind of not degrading, breaking down. And kind of, it hasn't quite started to nutrient. You see, you're building a new tree here. See what I'm saying, Vern? So this one's breaking down on you, but you've already built a whole new one, okay? You already know how to keep it alive. And look, you've got seeds here to plant more trees. So don't fret over that part. So there's something... maybe that's what needs, like the old, whatever the heck it was, the old spiritual, old hierarchy system is still kind of processing. So when it comes to other things, you feel a little shaking on your feet yet. Which that's reasonable. If death is showing up in your root system, Yeah, you're gonna, it's gonna, sorry. Death is going to, you know, have her way, and she needs to take time to process that. So if you're feeling shaky in this area in your spiritual realm, feeling shaky there, don't rush into it. I don't think you want to fight about it here, but you're very apprehensive. So heed that. Don't force anything. You've got great energy here, but the awakening process can oftentimes like make you a little. So let it lift you. Let it lift you and see where it goes. Let it do that. This doesn't say move forward. Let it lift you up. Let it lift your spirit. Woo. Let it lift you. Okay. And see where they go. You've got everything you need. You just need to just give it a little bit of a second to kind of let the dust settle and see where the uplift takes you. I don't even feel like I need to clarify because this is coming through really clear, Cancer. I know you have the King of and the Queen of Swords in reverse here, but I feel like you already know this. It's just like you're like, oh. I need to water your tree, darling. You got the compost there. You got some sacred memories. I feel like this is a spiritual knowing. Like you can look back on your life and understand some very, very deep lessons here. Like this is dang good compost if I ever seen it. Really good compost. So, like whatever you're growing over here, Cancer, is period the end, it's gonna flourish. Period the end. So there's no need for you to not merge with those energies within yourself at the very least here. I'm not saying taking this on the outside. I'm saying merge with yourself here. And that might set you free into a more calm mental awareness here. Because you've got the awakening. It's just your swords are in the poo-poo. All right. We're going to clarify. Hang on. Oh my God, 23. Where are we going here? Queen of Swords, Five of Swords. Okay, clarify. Ooh, chow. Ooh, chow. Ooh, yeah, okay. I love you. Okay. So it was a romantical, or maybe it was a union with yourself that just, you ever seen those trees that have been struck by lightning? They're especially the pine trees. Like if they've been struck by lightning and they're just growing like this, like in two different, like they split in the top, but they're still growing because the sap covered their wounds and they healed. Maybe you got struck. What? That's thunderstruck. How do you get thunderstruck? Okay. Then you've got your awakening. Yeah. Usually what happens, and your Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So oof. That's brutal. So you thought you put down roots with this person, with whatever, and it could be, maybe it's an idea, maybe it's a thought pattern, maybe it's something, either, I don't know, but there's roots here. There's roots and deep connection. Okay. And I think this might have awakened you to, this might be part of the journey too. Like I said, when somebody comes along like this, cha-cha-cha-cha, if it hurts, it heals. If it hurts, it needs to heal. If it hurts, it needs to heal. Okay. Yes, I'm going to keep repeating that. And if I can remember for the next video, I'll do it again. And you worked really hard on this. Oh, dude, that's brutal. You worked really hard on the Five of Swords. You got the King of Pentacles in the upright and the King of Swords in reverse. All right, getting off my tickets. I got taken like 8 minutes. Let's go, Cancer. What is happening? King of Pentacles, King of Swords in reverse. Thank you. Empress, but she's in reverse. Somebody did not feel like nurturing this connection at all. Like they were in it for something else. So, okay. Well, that'll, yeah. You have to us, enlightenment. Reciprocal. Do we need to talk about that, Cancerians? I hear you. I get it, but like it needs to be reciprocated. If it's not being reciprocated, then it's not this stuff. Maybe that's your Queen of Swords in reverse. You weren't, or they weren't giving much thought to this. And you were. Or vice versa. Ooh, King of Wands in reverse for the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. And then you got the 10 of Pentacles in the upright. King of Wands in reverse. It's an immature, fiery little spitball. It gets stuck to your cheek. And you're like, ah! Like a little prick. Okay. Now, the 10 of Pentacles, though. You gain value from this. You did. I don't know if you can see it, but you did. You gained value. And you're helping something grow here. Like there's a hand up. A hand up. Like something that you learned about this situation was a hand up. You saw it as a hand up. And it didn't go anywhere. Wow. Okay. Let's get the outcome. Sorry, I was staring at the Queen of Pentacles when those two came out, so just keep that in mind there. Okay. Outcome for Cancer. And then we'll get the read. This one. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Again, with you helping stuff grow. 7 of Swords in reverse. So, might be a little bit in self-denial. So, the grand finale, while I was looking at the Queen of Pentacles, these two popped out. Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I'm just going to leave that there. So, maybe they held some sort of fiery passion in your realm, and they just came in and out with their mental clarity. Yeah, they were trying to show you how it's done. Like, see, this is where she's both hands here. The Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords, it's in their hands. They're holding their element in one hand and something else in the other. There's a phoenix here and a ball of light here. Okay, so something here either was distracting you or you... I don't know if they were offering you gifts or telling you how to do stuff or demonstrating to you how to do stuff, and it was helping you gain values and structures. This is craziness. I'm gonna have to freaking type out your freaking oracle card here. Okay. Roots. My roots run deep. There's the Chariot. Running with the devil. But it's in reverse, so you're saying no to it. You're like, yeah, I see it. You ain't got to rub it in. Okay. Page of Wands and the Three of Swords. Yeah, you're going to light that up. Okay. And you're a little bit outweighed. Okay, so that's your root. You're healing here, which is much needed. But you're flying. The Chariot is in the upright for your root system. So you are moving forward and you're not giving in to the temptations that are coming your way. You're just shining a light. Yeah. You're just starting to make light come to this situation so you can see it for what it is. And it's not necessarily happiness, but you are learning from this, no doubt. All right, with the wands here, I'm going to give you a little Spitfire to send you off, okay, Cancer? You're on the way, you're on the path, you're doing the work. It's just you got to let things kind of settle a little bit and realize that this person, this Queen of Pentacles is coming in with Knight of Swords and Ace of Wands energy. So this person might be coming in and out. And maybe that's what you don't appreciate about it. But they're trying to show you something. And they're not trying to put the focus on themselves here. They're trying to demonstrate something. It feels like they both have something in their hand. She's holding a ball of light. She's holding a phoenix. This is like a, see what I can do? Or look, this is how it's done. How you use your mental faculties here. How you use your thoughts, feelings, and desires to manifest. I don't know. Cancer. Look at the card. What are you thinking? What does that energy tell you? Okay. Independence. 19. In English, please. Pretty face. Por favor. Gracias. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Hold on to your butts. Okay. It's time to do it your way, no matter what this looks like. Claim your right to carve your own path. This requires action and foresight. Be original and renewed as you press forth and onward into paths uncharted. Throw the map, the template, the world's opinions out the window. It is your choice. Love you. Keep your flame. Mwah. Is it? Oh, it's 33. Hang on! I was going to have to type it. There's a freedom in knowing that your sacred consciousness grants you the inherent ability to do what you want, when you want, unbounded only by the restrictions of your self-imposed upon yourself. The restrictions that you self-impose upon yourself. Break the chains, cast off the shackles, break free, release, relishing in your independence. Freedom is yours. Bye. Love you. Keep your flame.